Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Why is that? Oh, that's where the power is. So I drop that into there. I've put down all of the roboports already, and then I've got requests for all of the concrete, and the concrete now, we've got that grid that kind of stretches out and goes through all of it, which is absolutely spot on perfect, which I love. I have got a slight problem down here with my water barrel production. I'm going to need to change that around a little bit so that I can get the rest of it going in that side. I'm going to work on that in a minute. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I know that I've got a lot of stuff queuing up here at the minute. That's going to take a just take a little bit to kind of adjust. What I'm actually thinking is that I might put water barrel production down over here. I can put some in here, but I'm not going to be able to fill up a square with water barrel production. I don't really like that, so I'm kind of wondering. I've got a bit of water that could go here. I have got some here that I'll be able to sort of use up a good slice. A goodly slice is what we'll be able to take. So I'll start deconstructing some of this water barrel production. I'm going to start ripping some of this out. So I'm going to deconstruct water barrel production over as far as here, like that. Right onto that edge there. So I'll get those out. I've got just a few barrels that are being brought in. Water barrels can auto trash. That will go down to 0. And I'll also do empty barrels. That can go down to 0. I don't think there's anything else I want to get rid of for a minute. I have got pumps that I'm picking up as well, haven't I? So I'll set those as well. We'll get rid of them. Offshore pumps. Oh, there's 20 in a stack. That's an unusual number now for this game. 20 in a stack. That is quite an odd number. Anyway, I've now got those just cleared out of the way, just enough. I haven't quite got enough room in there for everything, but it'll do for now. I want to take Landfill. I want to put that out over to that edge there and fill in those little bits there. Just that little bit of landfill. I'm probably going to fill in some down the bottom. And then I want to go over this way. Now that... No, that's not quite going to be how I want it. So I'll remove those power lines. And I will remove those power lines down to there as well. So that's taken them out. Just waiting for the land... Right, the landfill has already been placed in. So then I can take this one and I can drop that down onto there. I've got one bit down here that I haven't gotten rid of. I need to just get rid of those 2. Oh, those 4. Okay, get rid of those and then take my new blueprint and drop that down there, like that. Excellent, that will all fit in there, and it's actually gone right down to the end of those roboports there. We've got power connecting up, and it's connected the power back through. That's gone, but what I am going to need to do is get rid of this line all the way down here, which means that line's got to go. So, unfortunately, most of this I'm going to have to get rid of. Which is a bit of a shame, but I'll be able to keep that going. I can just put some more pumps and stuff in here, and we can just extend that one up a little bit. And I will still be able to have that working. So I'm going to need to have that water working. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I've gone and done that. I'll get some more water picked up from that ones. And I've got more that I can put going out over this side as well. So I will have a decent supply of water barrels coming in. It's just at the moment, it's not going to be brilliant. Well, actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, is it? Right, let's go in here and have a close look. So I want to get that bit there and bring that all the way across. So I want to deconstruct. I want to go level with that bit there. And that's got to go over to here and then down to that one, which is going to remove everything in the middle. So I got to remove this bottom line as well. That's all got to go. That one down there, that's all got to be lifted out. There. I've got a whole host of robots are all going to come whizzing in and pick everything up for a second. It won't take very long for them to come through and do that. While they're busy doing that, I'm going to head over this way and see what we're doing down here. That's doing well. We still haven't gone far enough down on that, so that's going to have to work out a bit further. Let's get some more landfill going down here, which needs to go out over this side. Put some there, and down to there, like that. And just fill in that bit all the way over to there, and then bring this back in over here as well. And fill in landfill all the way down like that. All the way back up. Fill in landfill there around like any sort of odd bits of island and stuff that I've got. And then I've got another line of it here that I want to remove as well. That can drop down through. Okay, there's... Is that all of it? That's all of the landfill that I want to fill in for a minute. These still haven't gotten where I want them to go. So we're still waiting on that. Down here, this is looking a lot more promising. Except that most of what I'm waiting for is the robots that are flying backwards and forwards over here. So that's going to take a minute or two to get through. We're going to have to keep an eye on pollution. It's fine at the moment. I've got no issues there at the moment, but that could change at any point. Up here, I'm going to go back to this one, and I'll go right up onto that corner there. And put those in. So I'll just bring this, I'll extend this one out all the way along, make sure I've got power connected up to everything, and then start running down through and putting these in down here, like this. There's one. There's another. And I'm not going to need very much. Oh. Actually, I think the... How big is it? No, that's it. That's it. There isn't any more than that. It goes to... Yeah. So I don't want any more than that. I just want those bits. And I'll soon be getting close enough that I can put the wall across there. And I can put a load of lasers in there. And that, at least, we've got sort of a bit of safety over that bit. And then we're more concerned with what's happening over here. There's issues possibly going to be arising there at some point. Down here, we've got everything has been shifted. Deconstruct those two there. And finally... Now, wait a minute. That's where that line is. I've got a line of pumps here. I wonder if I can change this around a bit so that I have the pumps working from the bottom edge. I'm going to have to deconstruct that line. Right, they've got to go. And I'll pull all of those out. And so then I may as well remove those pumps because they're not doing anything at all. So I've got that line right there. Can I go and place a pump down into that? I'll tell you one thing I do like. It's the fact that now concrete on the edge does actually go right down into the water. I think that's very cool. I think that is very, very cool. And... Right, where's my pumps? I should have... There. A stack of 20 pumps. I am not able to go and put pumps down into that. I can take pumps out of it, but I can't go and put any new pumps down into it because it's too narrow. So I will have to do that. I'll just have to fill that in with a bit of landfill. There, fill that bit in, and fill that line in there. Right. Laser turret shooting speed has gone up. Combat robotics, laser turret shooting speed 6. I'm going to do that one next, because we're going to be wanting laser turrets doing some work soon. So we'll have that one working next. Now, while the rest of that is sort of getting ready, we can also bring in another one of these. Ooh. Right, I'm not quite able to place everything down here yet. I've got a couple bits up there that I want to get rid of. which is here like that. Those have got to go. Then over this side, I need to put down some landfill down through here. Which I need you for, like that. So I got... It's got to go out to there. And there like that. Right. There's that bit. So this down here, I'm going to be able to put some water extraction in there, but I'm not going to be able to put it all in, which is a little bit of a shame. But it's not the end of the world, right? It's definitely not the end of the world. We will be able to cope with this. The only thing, really, is the trains coming through. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. We will be able to deal with that. Again, that's another thing that we will be able to cope with. It's just going to be a little bit difficult getting it established to start with. I've got 2 roboports there that aren't currently working. So let me put in them just to get them working. And then I will come down here. And I'm going to get rid of that lot over there. Which I'm just going to do out like that. And fairly well. Get rid of the whole lot. A lot of robots coming out over this way. Haven't got anything extra being picked up, have I? No, I haven't got anything. Nothing unusual being picked up there, so then I can take my new Roboport blueprint and if I can line it up, I can drop that one down there. And I'm going to go over this way and I'm going to blueprint that lot and get rid of it. Red print that lot, I suppose. And drop another one of them down there. So that I'm starting to spread out with my grid. Starting to build a bit more. We will start... Like, it's gonna... The transition is going to take a bit. It's going to take a little while to properly get the transition all going exactly where I want it to all go. But we will get there. But I do honestly think that... Assembling machine 3... Oh, I've got one down here that's in the way. Right. I'm going to remove this one off the end. If I... Oh, no. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to get rid of this one off the end. That one can go. We'll move that. And I don't need to move anything off of that side. So I'll leave that there. Right, they're grabbing the barrels off of me. That's fine. Then I can go to here, and I can drop that in there, and everything can be placed down. So there's the next bit into there, and now I just need to put these in there. That'll work nicely. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to lift this lot, and I'm going to shunt it over by one spot. That might seem like a really insane thing to want to do. There is method to my madness. So I'll lift that. And I want to put that down there. So I've got a copy of that all now. So I can go into deconstruct like that. And deconstruct that lot there. And some fish. So there goes all of the water. The water has now all been removed. I got to get rid of the rest of the water. I've actually got to start making water pretty quickly now. It won't take long for the robots to come and grab all of the water off of me as well. Alright, there's the construction bots going and taking that. And I got them removing the stuff off of me pretty quickly as well. Shouldn't take them too long. Here we go. Yeah. Right. That's the stuff taken off of me. And then that's the rest of them over there. I can now get... I got one little bit right there. I actually want to fill that in, that one. I'll take some landfill. And just one there I just want to put in. And then I want to go to paste. And I want to put that in there. See, I just wanted to move it over a little bit to centralize it a little bit. Put that in there. And then... it doesn't actually matter if I put landfill over those. If I leave a gap of 1 all the way along, I can't move the pipes anywhere. I can't move the pumps. It makes no difference to it whatsoever. So I might as well put landfill all the way in over this whole thing. So I'll go with my paste again, and I just want to see where that's going to come down to. That's too low, so it wants to go up by 1 space. I can actually drop it there. That's as tight as I can put it. Right onto there. So I want to put it in line with that roboport over on that side. It wants to, the landfill wants to go in line with that one over there. So I want to take this. I want to put that down there. I think that's right. I put that onto there. And I put that over onto that side. Now let that bit of landfill be put in, and then I'll put in another line of the water pumps. While I'm waiting for those water pumps to establish, I've got more over here, although, see, it's not exactly right on the grid. And this is a bit of a shame because of, like, how we did everything to start with. I've kind of, like, missed out a little bit on this. I mean, it is my own fault. That's entirely me to blame. Run down here like this and remove all of that. You know, it doesn't matter if we remove the fish. So I'll do that all the way down to there. It's gonna leave a little bit of a gap in there. I've gone and picked up more robots. I'm still on 85,000 logistics robots. Not quite sure why they haven't gone up anymore for a minute. Where... Oh, I'm placing them in down here now, aren't I? There. That's where they're going in. That one's got no power. I've got no flying... Oh, I know why. Flying robot frames are being used elsewhere. That's why. I got flying robot frames are being taken into other locations, and so are not being used over here anymore. Right, I will come over this way, and I'm going to remove more of these out there like that. And then I can place that one down there like that. And that should work absolutely beautifully. And then once all that has gone through... See, they do get up there pretty quick, and they do place everything down. Landfill is being put in there pretty quick, so I'm going to stop there a second, and I'm going to come down over here, and I'm going to see how we're doing. That's no change. That's no change. All of the robots are over here. We need them to move. They got 2 little tiny bits of landfill that are on their way over there. They will get there eventually. So we're going to go here like this. And like this. And like this. That's going to place those in there. And then I'm going to come down over this way. I've got more of these ready to put in. That one there. And then down here... Cannot build on deep water. I've got... Oh. I've still got a little bit of landfill going on down here that we're still waiting on. Here come the last of the robots just to fill in these bits. There's not many left now. And then I can just fill in the last of that landfill request down there. Once those are put in, we'll do another stretch of landfill all the way through. How are we doing? Are you done? Why have I got a change in the line right there? That should be like that. I moved as I was putting that in, so I'll put in another request for a line of them down there. It's probably not going to interfere with anything. Let me go to there like that and drop that one in. I'll drop in the other one there so it does the connection with the poles up through there. Right, that's that bit done. going to do any more there. I am going to go up over here, and we're going to make sure that this is starting to be connected in. So I've got you here. I want that down there, and yeah, I'm not actually going to get anything new placed into there. I've got an island out over that side, which doesn't matter. So all I really want is this bit here, so that I can get the island across there. I'll put... Oh, I'm not going to get one across there. And by putting a Roboport... I've already got a Roboport request up here. So that will allow me to cover there, and then I can get the wall installed up on that bit. So I will go here, as that's now connected up anyway. I'm just waiting on a radar to be brought up to here, I think. And I will go from there, across like that. And I will remove all of the trees up in this area here. If I can get rid of all of those, I'll be able to see just a little bit better. I'll have better vision up here. I've got one radar there, waiting for another couple over here, and we'll be able to see properly up through there as well. That's going to be absolutely wonderful if we can get some vision up there. This isn't... Okay, well, we can ignore that. We're back over to this side again, and we're looking at this. So I'm going to need more land for... Actually, let's go back over here a minute. It's quite important that I get this water running. Get the whole water thing set up. How low can you go? That's what we're waiting on now, is how low can you go. So I want to bring that one over there. And down a bit. That's not for... Okay, so I need to go up one more line with my landfill over here. Only one line, though. So one there. Like that. And there. Right. That's that bit done. And then I want to come over to here, and I want to put that one... That's too far out. It's got to go to there. That's got to go in like that. And it's got to go to there. I'm not going to have anything underneath. I'm just going to have a section in there that is going to be hauling barrels out. And then I'll have a better one. So these will sort of be temporary ones, I think, maybe. And I'll have some better ones where I have the whole section sort of filled out, ready for doing water barrels. But this one here, let's do this on the map so I can move around. That one I want to go to that point right there. Which is going to go all the way across over to there. So that will fill with landfill down there. And I'm going to need to do one more little bit up here. Landfill to there. And bring that down like that. Right, so that'll fill in. And then I've got a square in there that I will put essentially what I've got down here over that square. Something like that. I might flip it round so that I can make use of some of the other bits. But you get the idea. That's basically what we're going to be going for in that bit. Now, I want to have a look. Where am I making the robot frames? Flying robot. Right, there's my flying robot frames. What am I requesting? Why aren't you actually making these? I don't understand. Why aren't they making them? Right, let's go and have a look at the flying robot frames. There's something weird going on here. I'm not making any of them. At least, it doesn't look like I'm making any of them. Why would I not be making flying robot frames? I've got that there. Ooh, electric engine units. I took apart the supply for the electric engine units, didn't I? That's what's going on. So I need to make electric engine units, which I can't do because at the moment I've gone and removed the lubricant supply. Interesting to note. Right, so we will not copy and paste that. I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to make a whole new system for lubricant up here. And that's going to go lubricant and engines. No trains. Okay. Lubricant and engines, we'll drop them down in here, we might as well. So, first up, I've already got lubricant being put into barrels. I've got that going on over here at the moment. That's just going to keep going until it's put lubricant into barrels, until I can do no more. I will just run into here so that I can do a little bit more on the water. I just want to do a paste onto there. And that one can go in there. Absolutely spot on, perfect. I'll wait until that has finished building before I do anything else. This side, I'm going to want first up to do an unloading point. We're going to need an unloading port, so I will go... how am I going to do this? Let me take a factory basic over here a second. And I'll drop that down there. I get rid of that one. That one I'm waiting to be brought up from somewhere else. And I will go into here, and that one's going to be turned into making those right there, electric engine units. And because this looks slightly different, what we'll do is we will change it all around. So I will leave the pipe. The pipe can go on the top. I'll put that one down there, and I'll put the requester down there as well. Then that one will go into there, and that will do the request. So I got 7 and 3. I'm actually going to boost that all the way up to 100, and I'm going to go 50 of them. Like that. So 100 of those and 50 of the other. And then I will just use the stack inserters. There's no point in trying to use anything smaller than that, I don't think. And I'm not going to have a limit now on any engine units at all. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So I'm going to copy that bit. And I'll run that out through there. I'll put a few of them down. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. I think that looks pretty good. So then I will take a pipe over here. Hang on. Let me get up there. I'll run a pipe out that way like that. I will then, from here, I will have an unloading port, which is going to go there. And then I will have a requester chest there, and I'm going to have a force chest here. This is what I see, a passive, you got a requester chest, passive push, and force push. Is, you know, active provider, force push. It forces it into the network. Regardless of whether the network can handle it, it forces the contents into the network. It's probably the best way to think about it. So you got a passive push, or just a passive provider. It sounds fine, but the active provider is actually like a force. It's a push provider. It pushes it in. However you want to look at it, however sort of makes it easier to sort of get your head round the various different bits of it. So I'll drop that one into there. Let's get some power going along all of these. So I've got to put power out on the... Let's start from this end. I go up there. That's not going to meet up, so I need to put power there, and then... That doesn't meet all the way along, so I will go like... You know, actually, I could do this with the small ones. Yes. I can put the small ones in here, and they will still fit. They will go all the way across. There's no shame in having these small ones every now and then. And I'll drop that one there, and that one can go there. Right. We'll put those into there. And then you up here, we're going to have empty lubricant barrel. Like that. And then I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that into there. So this is... Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. So we've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.